Okay, this is meant to be a recording of the apartment, mainly for my father, to see if there's any input he wants to give on what might be fixed in the apartment. And it can also be used for my manager to let him know about things that might need to be looked at. So, let's start here at the corner, a corner piece, and you see some warping, I would call it. Perhaps some water damage there. Now over here, this is what I call the drying area, where I dry my clothes, in the porch, out here, or balcony. Now if you look, you see this plastic piece that has been used to keep the plaster from crumbling and falling on the floor, and you can see that it's broken in the middle there. Outside, by the way, you can see the karaoke club that I told you about that I like so much. But the trees are in the way, so I can't see the fights anymore that seem to break out a lot outside. Alright, let's go back over here. Oh yeah, the television right now, by the way, is playing my favorite show, which is called Heads or Tails. Maybe you can hear them speaking Russian here. Actually, let me turn that down, because I don't want it to interfere with the audio here. One moment. This is a travel show. I like it very much. Alright, anyway, back to the focus. Something that's interesting here is here in my wardrobe. Let's listen to the bearings, the rollers. Now, the sliding is pretty easily here. That's all fine and good. What I want you to do is listen to the sound here. Looks like we have some bearings that are not bearing well. You can hear that noise there. Alright. So open the door and look at the stove. You can hear that I put the kettle on a while ago. The reason I'll keep the kettle on is to show you. See how it's burning there? Now imagine if it was over there. And I think I told my dad about the plug here and how close it is to the stove. I was wondering what he might think of that situation. Besides that, the kitchen is pretty much okay. There were some problems that were fixed, like, well, this one needs to be replaced, but this, I don't know what you call it. Maybe my dad can tell me what we call it there. But that was replaced before. Alright, you do have a light fixture that's falling out right there. I don't know if you can see it very well. But that probably needs to be replaced. Let's see over here. Everything in this foyer, I would call it, looks pretty nice. Alright, let's look at the bathroom in here. Actually, things in here are going pretty well. Oh yeah, I wanted to show my dad this painting. He recommended that I paint it a certain way, and you can see that it's done quite well at this point. So I wanted to show him the positive. I should answer the phone. Let me answer the phone very quickly and let him know that I'm doing a recording. Hello, Slava. Okay, I'm doing a recording right now, yeah, let me open the door first and then I'm going to continue my recording. This might seem a bit awkward, but I have to do that one moment. Alright, I gotta let Slava in here. And here in Russia, it's interesting, you have to unlock the doors from the inside. So here we go. And we might say hello to Slava. Yes, there he is. Alright, please come in, Slava, and I'll be done with my recording in just a minute. Do you want to say hello to my father in Fort Lauderdale?
Hi.
Yep, that's my friend Slava. Alright, so just one little thing very quickly here is right here, I don't think this is a major thing. Maybe this is mildew that is causing the plastic covering to come off here. You'll notice the difference in the drawers down here. You don't have much of that. Like I said, that's a minor thing. Oh yeah, this is kind of interesting. This is what I want my dad to look at. The focus is not good here. Maybe if we do a zoom, That might make it a little bit better. Alright, but anyway, I tried painting over this and the rust just comes through and it makes it flake off. I even sandpapered this and it does not get rid of the rust there. So I'm just looking for ideas on how we can fix that. Alright, this is a good place for me to say goodbye to myself in the mirror. Thank you for watching, and you can tune in next week and maybe you'll see another interesting episode of Brad's Apartment. Bye-bye.